Hey everybody, welcome back to Disturbing Creations Auto, and today we're doing another video on our Porsche Boxster. I think we're gonna start sticking to certain cars to get a fan base, more German cars, but we do a lot of Boxster work. Today we have to do some work underneath the car, close to the transmission. So the first thing that we're gonna have to do is remove the bumper. So we're gonna do this video just on removing the bumper, because there is a lot of reasons that you have to remove the bumper. If you want to work on the exhaust, you have to remove the bumper. If you want to sand and paint the bumper like you see mine is damaged, you should probably remove the bumper. And if you want to do any transmission work, also have to remove the bumper. So this is a very good video for people that have Porsches to do their own work, save some money, and build your confidence. So let's get right in it and get this bumper off and see what we're doing. All right, so first thing I did was I jacked the car up. As you could see, the wheels are off the ground on both sides, and I did put jack stands underneath, even with the jack on the other side. You always want to make sure to do your safety. Now, the first bolt that I would find would be, there is one right finger, there's one right here. And there is one on the bottom right here underneath. Let's get underneath. So if you were just to come straight down and if you were to come and get under the car, the first thing you're going to see is your muffler. So then look over to the side here, and you can see that bolt that I was just pointing to from the outside over there. And if you have longer arms, you could probably get to that bolt and take it off. It looks like a 10, and it also has this crosshead screw in it, so you can use a screwdriver as well, Phillips head. Now, these just look like regular body screws, and they go into a metal clip here. If you've ever done any car work, you're familiar with these. I'll show you what they look like when they come out. But there's one in the wheel well, then you got 1, 2 here. So this has a little heat shield on it with rivets, and I think that's to protect the bumper that stays on. And then we're going to go over. So this one has a little bit different. So someone's had this bumper off. This bumper does have damage, so that's why we're taking it off to fix it. So you could take this off with a 10 or a crosshead screw as well. Then here's the proper crosshead screw. When we put it back in, I'll probably put the proper crosshead screw in. And I can't tell, but I think that's the crosshead screw there that's supposed to be here. And this 10, like on the other side, is supposed to be up there. So I think when they put it back together, they just mixed it up. Okay, so that is a really good determination in your mind to know if the bolts are in the wrong place, then someone's been in there before. So even if the bumper looked great and it had no damage on it, and you look underneath and the bolts are different, definitely when you go to buy a car, say, hey, come on, the bolts are different, they're not correct, they're not even matching on the same side. I know that this bumper's been off, so I'm going to either lower the price or I'm going to walk away. Tell me what's wrong with the car and let's go from there. But I flip a lot of cars, so I look for these little things. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take these out, probably all with just a screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead and get this bumper. All right, now that we removed that little shield of the wing there, we can go ahead and see these screws that I was talking about. So there's one here, one in the middle, and one right here. And that's just gonna be a regular flathead. Now we can actually get to those screws here, and I'm just gonna pop these out. I'm gonna unscrew these 3 screws. So right here is part of your bumper system. You have like this big block of rubber that has a big piece of metal behind it, so that when you hit this, it doesn't mess up anything else in the car. It doesn't bend your wing, and the transmission and everything is right here. It's a mid-engine. It's right here, so you don't want to bang everything up. So they have these, but they don't have it on the 911. The 911 has an engine in the front. The Boxsters have engine in the mid. So I take these off because they're just so ugly. So there's one screw under here. There's a little hole. I already took this one off because I just want to show you. You just unscrew the one screw, and then this thing just falls off.
So you see the screw would go up through the hole here, through the hole here, through the hole here, and then screw into this. I don't know why there's a keyhole here. That's kind of weird, but it is. So you got a couple of metal pieces here, and then you have this big metal chunk sticking out of the bumper itself. I don't like it at all. I'll probably end up cutting this off on the race car because I don't like how it looks. Then I can get a solid bumper, fiberglass bumper for the race car. But that's not here or there. This is the daily. So when you need to take your bumper off, you're gonna also need to take these off as well. I didn't have them on my car. I just drive around like this with it open because the car's silver and these are kind of like metal. So I don't really care. If you're gonna hit me from behind, this is gonna damage your car as much as you damage mine. This is gonna save your car more than it's gonna save mine. So go ahead and hit it. I don't really care. Then you just put these back on when you go back on. Still connected to something on the bottom. Let's go down and figure it out. All right. Now that you got the bumper off, the only thing left you have to do is unhook this. And that's it. And your bumper's off. Now I did find on this one that these two pieces are put in permanently, but this one had a screw. So if you take these two screws out on the bottom, you don't have to go all the way up into the car to get those two 10s that I was telling you about for the heat shield that's loose here now. So either way you can do it. There's multiple ways. I don't know if these are supposed to be on here or someone put this on. The bumper is a little bit different than the last one I took off. So take these two Phillips heads out, these two screws, and bypass that other piece. But if yours is solid all the way across, then you do have to go up in there, unscrew the heat shield, and take it out with your bumper. It depends on what model you have. So I'm showing you all the different ways. Now that we have the bumper off, we can go do whatever we need to, do some repair, do some stuff on it, and I'm going to get a little more work done. Alright guys, so here's a little sneak peek of a video that we're working on next, just to make sure that you guys know that we're doing something. And this is a great time to subscribe so you can see what we're going to put out editing next week. You guys see that pretty BMW? If you like wrap cars, I wrapped that BMW already. We didn't get very much hits on it because we were a new channel, but we're going to wrap this one too. So if you want to see our wrap skills, make sure you look under the disturbing BMW, that blue one in the back, E46. We know it.